10 luxury watches that lose up to half their value the year you buy them. From fashion label gimmicks to surprising Rolex misfires, each proves a famous name won't protect your wallet. We begin with a brand built on celebrity hype. Number 1, the Ubloic Fusion sets the gold standard for rapid depreciation in luxury watches. According to Luxuria Times, buyers can expect to lose between 35 and 45% of the retail price within just the first year. With most models sitting in the $10,000 to $20,000 range, that's a five-figure haircut for anyone seduced by glitzy marketing. Hublot's entire sales pitch leans on celebrity endorsements and limited edition hype, with sports stars and pop icons flashing oversized cases. But that buzz vanishes the second you leave the boutique. The resale market is flooded, demand is soft, and collectors routinely avoid the classic Fusion in favor of watches with real horological pedigree. When the only thing holding up the price is last month's ad campaign, your investment turns into a punchline. In second place, the tag Heuer Carrera stands as a cautionary tale for anyone who thinks a famous name guarantees lasting value. Despite its deep motorsport roots and a retail price that ranges from $5,500 to $8,500, the Carrera is notorious for steep first-year depreciation. Industry surveys and watch market analysts routinely cite losses of up to 40% within 12 months. The problem is not just the initial drop. The market is saturated with used Carreras, making it hard to sell even at a discount. Dealers and forums alike point out that tag Heuer's mass production and constant new releases flood the secondary market, driving prices down further. Buyers pay a premium for branding and celebrity partnerships, but those factors do little to protect resale value once the initial hype fades. Third on our list, the Gucci grip delivers a masterclass in how fashion label hype can torch your wallet. Retailing between £1,200 and £1,500, this watch manages to lose more than half its value before you've even scuffed the case back. Industry chatter puts the first-year loss well above 50%, and that's if you can find anyone willing to buy it. The problem is simple. Gucci is a fashion house, not a watchmaker. Collectors pass over the grip in favor of brands with real horological pedigree, leaving a graveyard of unsold listings and a resale market that is more mirage than marketplace. With no technical innovation and only fleeting trend appeal, the grip is proof that chasing runway style in the watch world is a fast track to financial regret. Number 4, the Cartier Roadster is a masterclass in how even a storied name can stumble when design chases fleeting trends. Retailing between £6,800 and £7,200, the Roadster was Cartier's answer to the sport luxury craze. With a case and dial that riff on vintage automotive speedometers, according to AOL, buyers faced a nearly 50% loss in the first year alone, a brutal haircut for anyone expecting that Cartier heritage would insulate them from market swings. The problem is baked into the watch's DNA. The automotive theme felt fresh at launch, but quickly dated as tastes shifted. Collectors now see the Roadster as a relic of a passing fad, not a timeless icon, and the resale market reflects that indifference. When design novelty outpaces lasting appeal, even a legacy maison can't protect your investment. Number 5, the Breitling Chronomat is a lesson in how constant reinvention can backfire for even the most storied tool watch brands. With a retail price around £5,500, the Chronomat looks like a safe bet on paper with heritage, technical chops, and a recognizable name, but the reality is a brutal first-year drop, with buyers often staring down depreciation close to 50%, according to AOL's watch market reports. The culprit is relentless model churn. Breitling refreshes the Chronomat lineup so frequently that last year's release feels obsolete almost overnight. Add in a sprawling catalog that cannibalizes its own demand, and the secondary market is left with too many choices and not enough takers. The badge may be historic, but that does not shield it from the consequences of trend chasing and oversupply. Number 6, modern Vacheron Constantin models deliver a reality check for anyone who thinks prestige is a shield against market swings. According to Chrono24's second quarter 2024 index, Vacheron Constantin posted a 6.31% drop in secondary market prices in just one quarter. That's a sharp jolt, especially for watches with retail prices often north of £12,000. The brand's reputation as part of the so-called holy trinity of watchmaking usually commands respect, yet even that cachet couldn't prevent this sudden dip. Liquidity remains stronger than what you'd see from lower-tier brands, but this data-driven slide exposes just how quickly sentiment can shift, even at the top. For buyers banking on blue-chip stability, the numbers tell a different story. Number 7, Panerai offers a cautionary tale in oversized ambition and shrinking demand. According to Chrono24's second quarter 2024 index, Panerai models shed 6.04% of their value in just 3 months, a clear sign the market has cooled since the early 2000s hype. Retail prices typically range between £4,500 and £6,000. These watches are built around massive 44mm cases and a bold, military-inspired style. But that bravado limits the audience. Only a narrow pool of buyers wants a watch that dominates the wrist and wardrobe. Liquidity reflects this divide. Panerai pieces linger on the secondary market, and sellers often wait weeks for a serious offer. The lesson is simple. When a design is this niche, resale becomes an uphill battle, no matter how much brand history is stamped on the dial. In 8th place, the Rolex Seleni shatters the myth that every watch from the crown holds its value. Despite the Rolex badge and a retail price in the £9,000 to £12,000 range, Seleni models routinely trade 25 to 30% below the manufacturer's suggested retail price once they hit the secondary market. Swiss Watch Expo listings show recent Seleni models selling at around 70 to 75% of their original price, a pattern echoed by expert reviews and collector commentary. Dealers report that these dress watches linger in inventory and often require discounts to move. The subdued demand comes down to niche appeal. While the Submariner or Daytona command wait lists and premiums, the Seleni lacks both the sport heritage and the broad collector base. As appraisers and market analysts have noted, the Rolex name alone does not guarantee liquidity, especially when the model sits outside the brand's core identity. Number 9, the two-tone Rolex Datejust is a lesson in how finished choices can quietly erode resale value, even when the crown is stamped on the dial. With a retail price between $9,500 and $10,500, this steel and gold classic trades for just $7,000 to $8,000 on the secondary market. Sebastian Charles's analysis pegs the typical resale at 70 to 80% of the original manufacturer's suggested retail price, a figure that stings for anyone expecting Rolex-level retention. The culprit is style volatility. Two-tone watches swing in and out of fashion, and collector demand never quite matches the feverish hype of all steel models. When the trend cools, sellers are left discounting to move inventory. The Datejust's reputation for timelessness does not shield it from the harsh math of liquidity, making it a risky bet for buyers who think every Rolex is a safe store of value. Ulysse Nardin's marine chronometer is a masterclass in watchmaking, with in-house movements and a design rooted in naval history. Retailing between £7,800 and £8,500, it promises technical brilliance. Yet the resale reality is harsh. Industry data shows depreciation often exceeds 50%. AOL reports buyers frequently lose more than half their money soon after purchase. The issue is not the quality, it is the limited appeal. The marine-inspired look caters to a small group of enthusiasts, and the brand lacks the broad recognition that drives demand for other luxury names. As a result, liquidity is scarce, and even these finely crafted pieces can sit unsold for months. The marine chronometer exposes the paradox at the heart of watch collecting. Exceptional craftsmanship does not guarantee market value. For those equating technical achievement with financial security, this model delivers a final sobering warning. Across all 10, one pattern stands out. Prestige does not equal value. Branding and hype fade fast, but financial reality remains. In luxury watches, smart money always checks the resale price first.